Well, hello. This is the final boss, and this is Grifford Academy, the Book of Caldria. Very curious to try this out. I'm actually kind of curious what engine they're doing all the narrative in. I've built a lot of stuff in Artisy for World Seekers, my map game, so I'm kind of curious to see what it's, what tools they're using. Okay, story, easy breezy combat with an emphasis on story, more challenging fights with an emphasis on both story and combat. I mean, I kind of got to do strategy, right? I feel like that's where spirits live. Okay, that got loud. That got loud. That got loud. Lies the path to the mine's door. This is a Queebly filter. Weird. What the... Mine Shark presents. Alright. That got incredibly loud, incredibly fast. Wow. So I read a magical book. Okay. Yeah, that is a Queebly filter if I've ever seen one on the Unity Asset Store, because I've just been adding that in World Seekers, and it doesn't look as good in our game as it does here. So, whatever. Anyways, it looks great here. Erica, where am I? Where am I? Where's Ernest? I don't think that's what her voice sounds like, but that's my best, Ernest? Yeah! Strike. Ooh, I just got clocked. Ah, what are these things? At least I have my hockey stick. Okay. Oh, I'm getting absolutely reamed. Damage up. Okay. Can I please attack? This is the Queebly filter on all the 3D assets, though. I'm a little confused whether there's like a timing element. Like, it looks like these are filling up kind of in the... Like, if I don't do anything, does anything happen? It doesn't seem to be the case. I can also, like, click this. That's nice. It's, like, truly turn-based. But yeah, it seems like it's sort of like the, everybody's got their little clock-type mechanic. Oh my gosh, hey... Was she inside? Where are we? Was she inside the crab? How did you do that? That monster. Crap, more of them are coming. Sorry, Viva, but we gotta run. Let's get out of here. Alright, yeah, I mean, monsters, it's kind of reasonable to flee. That evening, Erica and Viva stumbled upon a small village and met a kindly old craftsman who offered them shelter for the night. They left as soon as dawn broke and ventured back into the forest to continue their search for Erica's brother. So I was at a magic academy. I read from a restricted book. I probably should fix my camera. Let me, filters. There we go. I think we lost him. I'm sorry I froze back there. I'm not used to this weird world and its monsters. Reasonably so. Maybe you'd find Ernest faster without me. Oh, Viva, you freaking out? Of her missing brother. So, reasonable way to do interiority. It's kind of funny. I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks like Artisy. Or I don't know. They couldn't use anything for this, though. It's an interesting way of doing like the vertical like phone screen. Like this kind of is a phone screen aspect ratio, but with like a wide window. Actually, it's on a widescreen, so I'm even further to the sides. I probably should have set this to widescreen, but it seems okay for now. All right, I'm getting some wiggles on my Twitch line, but it seems to be working. You take that. Again, on the nose, she knows she needs all the help she can get and wonders how she should respond to Viva. Trust yourself. Viva's still unsure, but feels encouraged by Erica's confidence. Thanks, Erica. I just hope he's okay. If not, my parents would kill me. You're not even worried about his brother? So, I mean, again, like some of the dialogue and the interior, that's the one risk of interior thought, is making sure that it stays very, very in line with dialogue. Or it's like, when it's contrasting, it's intentional. Like, her heart aching at the miss of her beating brother, and her being like, I hope my parents will kill me, doesn't feel in line, right? It's like, does she care enough? Thanks, Viva. I'm lucky I found you. I'd be still trapped in him. So she wasn't the monster if you didn't free me. Ernest is lucky to have a sister like you. Let's go. So is there a wizard in every monster? And I guess we like infected our whole school with this book we read from. Continues on, resolute about their mission to find Ernest, unaware of the intense guilt Erica is harboring. Lucky. I don't even know if he's alive. Yeah, the interior... So, yeah, the balance between interior and exterior thought is a little rough. Man, I'm just getting absolutely punched in the face. Click and hold I. Paradoxa. Defender, 16 out of 16. Initiative, 16%. Defense, 130. Stocky stick, level 1. Stagger enemy. What about this dude? I think I'm going to use my hockey stick on this dude, because it might stagger him. Alright, so she's got like a magic spell. Oh! What the heck? I wanted to press I. How are you healing with your journal? Honestly, I have no idea. Well, keep doing it. Alright. So I think the dialogue is working overall. The parts where I'm a little bit less, like, kind of in is around the, so I'm pressing I. Viva's journal. Damage enemy and heal most injured best friend. Okay, so I'll do this guy, I guess. It's pretty nice. Sustain helps. I wonder if it'll heal self. This is kind of my DPS lady. Let's just smack that fool. Hey, we got a crit. So crits happen. That's good to know. Alright. So damage and heal, and then this is just straight damage. And maybe a stagger. Alright. I like it. Sort of like a character-based, like kind of a tactics-y type. Claw of Darkness has no hold on Erica and friends. Hello, Cold Front! Welcome! So is everyone isekai'd or just the woman? Isekai'd. Will I be in danger? What's up, Cold Front, by the way? Sorry, how you doing? Is it gonna be, am I gonna be sad I looked this up? Oh, everyone's in a, okay. Protagonist is transported or reborn to a fantasy-like world. Okay, so yes, everyone has been transported. The main character, this chick, or they, I think, read from a restricted tome. Her brother, or their brother, was sucked into this world, and apparently it brought in some of their classmates as well. But yeah, how are you doing? How's everything? And let me know if this audio is sounding okay, because I'm using my OG mic, because this one was meh. 3 creatures defeated, 18 essence earned. I'm level 1. I got some money. I really thought we had to run them. Me too. Those little red ones, they can really hit hard, but they're easier to take down. It's so cool when we fight. Your hockey stick in my journal just appear and we can attack and even heal ourselves. Again, a little bit on the nose. Like, whenever a character is recapping a previous scene or set of events without adding some new angle or perspective on it, right? Like, you know, it could be something along the lines of, oh, I didn't think I would hurt somebody, you know, whatever that means. Doing all right? Saw you on. Just been writing in school. Been busy. That's awesome. Well, awesome to hear you've been writing. I'm looking forward to, if you ever decide to share, to read what you've been working on. And that's awesome. You're doing school. Are you teaching? Are you studying? Um, yeah, what's the school environment? Are you doing like a grad school or whatever? Anyways, but yes. So all that to say is recapping what just happened in the battle never is going to be quite as effective as bringing in a new idea or a new perspective in. So yeah, yes, it was cool that we could fight with the hockey stick, and we're kind of over explaining what already happened. The other thing I would think about is like, hey, does this person feel guilt, shame about what's going on? Like, if you're going to recap, you need to add a new emotional dimension, and I think that's a little bit missing here. I don't know how or why, but it seems that in this weird world, we get some powers from our gear, and the more we use them, the better we get. You gained a level, everyone's down at level 2. Oh! Sign points, yeah, why not? Alright, tap on affinity icon. Okay, so we are kind of in like a dungeon crawler Carl type situation where I read a magical book. I got zooped, physique plus. Okay, so 10% more damage for physique items with higher chance of success. Rank 2, so it's kind of filled up. 8% initiative. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. I think I want to just keep leaning in. If I get rank 2, I mean, that's like a It's a pretty good buff. Yeah, like this seems like where I need to go. I mean, the other things are good. Initiative's pretty fast. But like 3% seems pretty uninspiring. Working on my doctorate in psych. Oh my gosh, and with D&D writing, I have a problem with not finishing things. I'm like 15 stories boarded, but never stick with it. That happens. That happens. Yeah, I remember you ran D&D campaigns. Would the campaigns force you to finish, or is it still one of those things where to a certain degree you're just like, nope. So I have 2 points in this person as well. So she doesn't need physique. Intellect items. So she seems to have spirit items. 20% more damage for spirit items with a higher chance of success. Luck. Crit. I'm not so worried about her crit. Man, like the rank 2s are like so much better. Like 24% is much more interesting. So that requires 2 points. I see. Okay. I'm going to make her a little bit tankier just so that... Personal growth. Okay. Self-assured. Okay. And, I mean, I feel like this... Okay, and these are my items. Okay, so hockey stick, base damage. Alright, I get it. Feels like it could be very mobile game, this. Like a flat mobile game. Erica recalls how... Just yesterday, she released Vida from Paradosa. That if he's alive, he might be trapped inside a creature too. I just novels I'm working on. I struggle to stay interested in one topic. I have a new idea and I work on that. That's always hard. I have to force myself. Like if I have a new idea while I'm working on a project, because I am very ADHD. I have to write, like I write it all down. I like put a document, like a notes document together or a wish list. But then I only add to the wish list and I keep, pushing on whatever the draft is in the meantime. But it's hard. Everybody's got their own kind of mental makeup and way of finishing a project because it's not easy. These Paradosa are getting tougher. We're going to have to use the essence we collected by better gear. I bet Floyd the Artificer. Yeah, come on, Viva. How do they know all this stuff? They just dropped into this world. How do they know what Sonori Village is? How about Yes, I'm a little confused about how much they came into this world acting very surprised about the kind of environment they were in and what was going on. Also, yeah. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, let's talk to Floyd, my friend, who has better weapons for us. Crafting powerful weapons and items coveted by many. Hello, friendo. Hey, Floyd. Blimey, look like you've seen a ghost. Worse, Paradosa. Glad you two know how to handle them. We gathered some essence from the fight. Is this enough for new gear? After new items, let's see, you have 30 essence. Might need a bit more than that. But I need someone to help me try out my new weapon and ring I made. This heavy mace stuns enemies, so they won't be able to attack for a while. I'll give it to you for free if you test it on some Paradosa for me. Why don't you take it, Erica? I'll stick with my book. Okay, yes. And this ring I made, it was just here. Well, I guess I dropped it when I was gathering essence out in the forest. I hope you find it soon. We'll test out this base and return with the results. I guess we'll go to the forest and maybe find a ring. Yeah, there we go. Oh, those get worked out and finish themselves. Yeah. But I would, if you can, like pick your one that's closest to the end and just like dial it in. I need to set aside time each day of like 1 hour. Some days I'll sit down for 7 hours just writing, then not write anything for 2 weeks. Yeah, that's sadly part of the life, you know. Oh, I see. So I have to like mouse over them. Roll striker, initiative 37, damage 160. So this guy's more of a tank, so I actually don't like these guys as much. So I might try to hit this dude because he hasn't struck yet. So lady with the stick, you are... Oh, why don't I use mace? Oh. Whatever. Stun that one with your heavy mace, Erica. I mean, I think she wants me to stun this one. Ah, yes, I know how that works. Oh, I was going to try to stun that one, but sure. I'll get the double damage hit. That's fine. So it's like every other initiative turn they can use a thing. It's interesting. Yeah, the controls are a little tricky, but that's part of life, you know. Is like sometimes you get time to write, sometimes you just gotta survive. I wish the I, so like it's making me press the number keys, but then it wants me to press I. So we'll do 2. Yeah, like the clicks. Oh, all right. We'll take a one shot. Essence earned 22. All right. This mace is stunning. What's this? Looks like a ring. Maybe that's what Floyd was looking for. Probably. You want us to test this as well? We should just try it in case. Sounds good. Let's go. Alright, I'm ready for my... Oh, I'm just going right to another fight. Okay. We are ready to party, I guess. I mean, these are the higher damage ones, so I kind of just want to burst them down. That Ring of Floyd starts fully charged. What's it do? No! I wanted to read it. I was pressing I. I don't know about the... I think I can do... Oh, I thought I'd be able to... Enemy view will be immobilized. Yes, thank you. The tutorialization's a little aggressive, where it's just like every 10 seconds trying to tell me something. So I guess I'm glad I'm kind of making Viva a little bit tankier, because she just needs more life cap. Smack. It's interesting. I like the idea. Okay, so he's got defense up. Not if I stun him first. Haha. Yeah, the clicks. I should just start using my mouse and stop using my. I wish I could like right click to see what things did. But I'm gonna press I again. No, it's not letting me. I literally can't inspect it. That's crazy. Oh well. Let's just kill this thing. I'm trying to attack it. Victorio. That should be enough to get Floyd some feedback. Let's go back to town. Yep. Yeah, I will say the dialogue is a little bit on the nose, where it's kind of giving me the obvious information rather than, like, at this point, the visual storytelling is great, the art of the world is great. The tutorial is actually very clear. I don't need the characters to give me tutorial information. The thing that I want to understand from the dialogue and the scenes are who these people are, what matters to them, and why is what matters to them in jeopardy, right? All that we got to know at the beginning is, like, what do these people care about, and put it under a fire, Oh, Floyd, heavy mace works really well. We found your ring. So again, all this is stuff we already know, right? Like, you can cut all these lines by just Floyd being like, my ring. Wonderful. Boom. Did you know amulets are the same? I have one right back here. And you're good, and you saved, that I don't even think you need to recap it, but just in case you want to, you would save 2 lines if just Floyd is initiating this, right? We'll earn some essence from Paradosa. Will this be enough? It looks like a healthy amount. Let's see what you got. All right. Can I look at these things? Can I sell it? EU. So wait, this sells. No, this belongs to Erica. Okay. So it's a power affinity. Power affinity is pretty pricey. Reduces, it hits like a tank. That's good. Stun wave seal. An enemy will be immobilized. Affinity power. Cleaver. What affinity is? What's her name? I think I kind of want this one. That's pretty good. Level 2. What's this? Level 2 charge 2. Level 2 charge 1. Level 2 charge 3. It's not terrible. Defense down on the enemy. I kind of want to get this for the I think that's hers. I think that matches with her affinity. Then I can get this, I guess. Alright, let's do this. Uh-oh. Can I move this to her? Yay. Okay. That's pretty good. I think we're good. I think we're good. We bought some stuff. I'll take that. Yeah, so someone who's read a lot, this guy seemed relatively unconcerned about plane shifting. I think that could be nice, especially early on. Yeah, just being like, we're in a new world. They're just like, cool, let's kill some monsters. And to my knowledge, obviously I watched the tutorial, or the prologue. It seems like she was in some sort of academy, read a book, and it zapped her and people she cares about into this world. Which still, there's room for more emotional processing of that. And how does this person, because how someone encounters a shocking experience like that gives a lot of information about their character. Any chance you can give us an essence discount? You think of essence as mere currency, but it's more important than that. It's in you, it's in me, it's in every living being in Caldria. Is this where we are? And how did they know Floyd before? The type of living force artificers like me use. I guess that means no discount. I wish there was an easier way to get an essence than killing Paradosa. The better you get them, then they get us. You're doing us all a service. We don't see many of them here. Now it's downright scourge. And now just Paradosa, all kinds of... Yeah, I mean, like, I don't need an NPC to spend time telling me there's more than one monster in this world. We're from Grifford. Grifford, I never heard of that town. The tiny village in the north, way up north. So we're in the same world. We just teleported somewhere else. But then how did we get super hockey stick powers is also what I want to know. Food for thought. Okay, anyways. This kind of thing in Grifford North either. Now what's that? We didn't say anything. But Katrin did. Listens to his blade. My old friend Katrin. There's spirits in here. Oh! I hope it's not as like, oh my god. It's like, hey, do you want to live forever in my sword? Hi, nice to meet you. Floyd smiles at Viva. The sword says nothing. Why would you put a person's spirit in a weapon? To power it, essence isn't the only source that can power spirit. It's much stronger depending on the course on the spirit. Earnest spirit. So if anyone can be in a weapon, nay, the spirits must be willing. It's very rare and takes time. But sometimes an artificer like me is asked to bind him to an item so they can serve their family after death. Sometimes it's... Run! A monster's attacking our village! Gotta secure my goods. Secure your goods! That might be Ernest? Okay, yeah, I keep on... Yeah, okay, interesting. Interesting. Something slithers, and it leaches forward and jumps at me. Ah, snacks! An Ekans! Oh my goodness. Enemy will receive damage over time. Ooh, that's not good. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Let me info scan these guys. Lurker. Defense. So these are the ones I hate because they have high damage. Okay, so let's start killing the things I hate. So this one just attacks. So I might be able to burst him down before he gets another attack off. Stagger helped. Okay, well I don't care about you, so enjoy. I don't care about you, sir. I'm just gonna try to burst this guy down. Haha! You can't attack me when you're stunned. Viva's Journal, 14 damage. That will kill it. Okay, so I want to go ahead and do that. Still a little wonky because, like, I'm afraid to press the other one. Oh, oof, that's not good. You don't like that? You don't like that one bit? Alright, should I do my big whammy? Yeah, I'll do the big whammy. Can I press I to see what it does? Heavens to Betsy. Okay, well that's good. It's still got staggered. I think she only needs to do her one and she can still heal. Yeah, we take that. Ooh, you got chomped, homie. It's interesting, like, I can't, like, remove certain weapons sometimes. Interesting. I also wish I could speed up the battle a little bit, but it's interesting because there still is, like, very much a mobile feeling interface. I want to see what her scythe can do. So I want to press I. Sickle level 2, 13 damage, 9 damage, and heal. And that reduces damage to self by something. Usable, still charging. Okay. This does a little bit more damage, so I'm going to go ahead and use 2 on this dude. Okay. I think I'm going to stun this fool. Just so he doesn't get more damage off. And then this chick will heal herself. Just because I'm still paranoid that life will persist somehow and I'll still die. But it's probably just me being paranoid. Erica, there's... Oh, see? Aha! Don't worry, we've got this. Who's this? I want to look at the info. Brute, damage, and initiative. So big and slow. Alright, let's slap this fool. Get some. Get some, sir. Just heal up. Yeah, I could just stun lock this guy if I get lucky enough. Okay, 15. I'm gonna shield myself just in case this dude gets a hit off. I mean, I know it doesn't matter at this point, but... He did not even get a hit off. Wow, we take those. Oh, he didn't even attack the chick with the defense. You stinker. Oh well. I tried my best. So what are you working on this evening, Coldfront? Is this my friend? Oh! That's a friend. Cap? Where am I? Who are you? Cap, it's me, Erica and Viva. We were in the Gifford Library, remember? Yes, no, I'm dizzy. What's wrong? I was hoping it might be Ernest. Are they just cool with, like... I mean, so... That does make this character seem a little callous, that she's learning that she transported the entire library into a magical realm, and she's just saved this guy's life, and he's like, I wish I'd saved my brother's life instead of this idiot. I understand what you're trying to do, to show that this character still very much cares about it, but I think the way it's getting communicated is needs a little work. We won't stop looking until we find him. I'm trying our best to cheer her up. Thanks, Viva. What's that? Another leech? A large shadowy creature? Who dis? How dare you release another one undoing the master's work? I banish you, Shaboosh. Okay, cold and numb. We just got one shot. So we're back in the academy, I guess? I'm writing up plans future parts of a game for a player that needs to stop for a while, so they don't feel left out. Oh, that's nice. That's good. We're alive. We're back at Gifford. Where were you? What happened? Are you hurt? Professor Cal says Ernest here? No. We have to go back and find him. Slow down. Are you okay? I'm so glad you're back, safe and sound. You three are the only students to have returned. There are more of us missing? Unfortunately, I'm not sure how many. Tell me what happened. I was here with Ernest and told him to stop bugging me and go read the book he was holding. He started reading it, and a moment later there was a flash of light, and he dissolved right in front of me. So it was really this kid, her brother, that read the book. Caldria sits. Is that the book Ernest was reading? Yeah. After the flash, everyone disappeared and was lying open on the floor. I don't know. Sorry, Erica, what happened after the flash? I'm not sure. Suddenly I was in this weird medieval world being attacked by So is this like a modern day world? Do they know what magic is? I'm still a little confused about the frame world, about like what you know, what the context they have coming out of this place is. I was a leech? Great. Just great. Never put me in there. Anyway. Regret? Why would I say that? That's just mean. But I suspect the Caldria book is the medieval world you and the other students were trapped in. You said you were there for a day or so, but you've only been gone for 5 minutes. 5 minutes? At least leave for dinner. My grandma would hate that. Caldria. Spending 5 minutes here, I mean, we lose a day searching for Ernest. We have to go back now. The Black Serpent? Klaus, you know a lot about this. Trouble man who terrorized people of Caldria for centuries. How do you know this? I read the book of Caldria years ago. Strange thing is, once that flash happened, all the pages went blank. And when you said the Black Serpent may have returned, now I'm not sure you should go back. I have to. It's like Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe. It's like Professor Diggory being like, oh, don't go to the wardrobe. Anyways. They have watches and headphones, so this is a different world. I'm not sure why they did or knew to lie to the shopkeep. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's true. Do they have watches? Oh, yeah, she does have headphones on. And he has a watch. Yeah, okay. I'm still a little lost. I'm still a little lost in terms of how these two worlds interact. I do think some revision is necessary. I don't think it's localized. I mean, so, like, I'm trying to think of like, okay, well, what could be causing some of these challenges? Some of it is just being, I think the writer is trying to force too much information, too much exposition into the narrative, but missing the important pieces we need for context, which is kind of funny. So like a lot of talk about battle, a lot of talk about where to go next, but we're on rails. Like I could only click one button on the map. You don't need to tell me where to go next if there's just a village with a dot on it, and it's the only thing I can click on. Similarly, like a lot of the world building aspects are a little underexplained, and likewise the character building aspects. Like, the way characters interacting is sometimes not matching up with their interior thoughts that you're sharing, and so I do think that there needs to be some revision here. But luckily, it's all text, and that's like the easiest thing to revise. So you're like, great, it's great. Too dangerous and responsible for your safety. What about the other students? We can't save them while I look for Ernest. That's still kind of callous. Like, I mean, I know Erica loves her brother, but she just doesn't care. Like, she's like, okay, like, let us go and we'll save some other people who I put in danger, or who got trapped in a magical world, like or got pulled into the Jumanji game. Seems a little callous. Please don't go anywhere. I'm gonna get him an aspirin. Oh, how do you think that's gonna go? Viva waves and mouths, bye. So she likes her professor. It's a little... So we're going back, right? Yeah, as soon as I figure out how. Should we ask Cap to come? He's really smart. He's really good at math and fighting games. It seems really nice. We just caught him at a bad time. Color isn't a game so more about fighting than us. So that might help. I'm going to try and figure him out. Ask you figure out the book. Page contains a single inscription. In ancient times of yore, from the depths of mythic lore. What's up? Where spirits live and shadows gnaw. If we find a way back to college, I'd like to come. No thanks. If I want danger, I can play my Monster Hunter game at home. Lies the path to the mind's door. It's just like non-consensually taking this guy back to Magic Land. I said no. Yeah. Sorry, Cap. I think I accidentally activated the book. Do you think you can accidentally, on purpose, activate me back to Grifford? I'm not sure how. I need to find my brother. Wait, we've got company. A battle. Don't worry, you'll see. Oh, he doesn't have a weapon? He has a freaking samurai sword! No way, it's a replica of my... But I don't know how to use it. Ah! You'll be fine, just follow your instincts. Okay. What's that, evading? Evade. Next time, just purpose will miss. Okay, so it wants the guy to attack him. Fine. Avade. Avada Kedavra. Alright, Cap. It's your moment. And you're a freaking samurai, man! Alright, well. Okay, we got him. We got a Paris. Cloud of Darkness has no hold on Erica's friends. Well, that was unexpected. Everyone's now at level 3. Assign points. So she got some defense. I'll just do that. Oh, it requires 2 points. Lame. Does this person have 2 points yet? No. And I really want to upgrade this or her health. So Misa gonna wait. So he's intellect. So he has 3 points to burn. So I need to get him. So is this an intellect item? Yeah, it's an intellect affinity. We take that. Alright. We take that. We take that. I'm not so sure I care that much about his speed. But no, it's level 2 anyways, so luck maybe? Is this gonna be his? Or maybe just raw health? Wait, so her book is a book that did all this, but the teacher who left the kids who disappeared for some reason also had a book and said the book was blank, so there are 2 books. I think it was in the library. Her and her brother were in the library. He read the magic book at her recommend. She was just like, I think mad. I didn't even kind of grasp that part, but apparently she was mad and said, go read this book, or annoyed at him. And then he read the book and then brought everybody to Fairyland. And then it seems like that professor was kind of like the Professor Diggory from, Chronicles of Narnia, who's like, oh, when I was young, or when I read the Jumanji board before, it was, not so good. So that's my general grasp of the how things are shaking out. So this is a Chargy. That's Spirit. I really want to upgrade your Spirit, so I'm not going to mess around too much. Viva. Power, and power. Excellent. Okay, I think we're pretty good. Personal growth, attentive, communicative. All right. Self-assured. And no personal growth. You have not grown as a person at all. So it sounds like it's kind of like a Narnia where you come back in 5 minutes and you grow as a person, which is awesome. Wasn't too bad. But how did my katana appear when I needed it? Isn't it important to you? Yeah, it's my most prized collector's item. And I have my hockey stick. I'm guessing these items we use in fights aren't literally from our world, but they appear when we're threatened. Like an extension of ourselves. Yeah. But again, this is less about... This is a much more intuitive part of the world that, hey, we already kind of grasped that he's like, this is my favorite thing. And we kind of got this point already that you kind of spawn with your favorite thing. I didn't need more context on that, but we're getting, a number of paragraphs, more context on it. The things that I would encourage getting more context on are the... those kind of world-building elements where we're getting folks in chat asking and so forth, where it's not quite so clear. I think my thing skipped for a second because my computer is old and deading. But hopefully it seems like I'm still recording. I don't know why. My computer will randomly freeze for like a second and then just be fine. But, yeah, well, I'll probably just reinstall Windows or something. I don't know. When battling these fake monsters, it's safe to make gaming sure at home. Do you think I want to be here? My parents always told me to keep them safe instead. Keep them safe, but instead... You and Cap are across the library, so I found out both of you. Why haven't I found him? Cap remains quiet. We don't really know, I guess. We'll find him. I have a feeling her brother's the evil sorcerer. Don't need a better weapon. I need to go home. Are you listening to me? This place isn't too bad. You'll see. We'll catch up before she gets too far. I'm not moving to take me home. Weapons Artificer. You brought a friend. Ah, blimey. He's like, don't make fun of him. I'm certain he has a good reason to feel upset. What happened? Tell me your story. Saying this is the most spectacular person Cap has ever laid eyes on. Is this like the Artificer's wife, though? Is Cap about to... Oh, I have a job for you. Keep that in mind. Thank you. Cap finally managed to get the words out. Cap, my name's Cap. Yeah, sorry about that. Not to worry, but you do have a couple of jobs for you. Do you want to hear about them? Sure, why not? Supplies on the other side of the forest. The forest has been dangerous. Will you be able to go and get Elliot back for me? So again, this is another one, and I'm going to probably go to the next project, or I have one more game I wanted to take a look at tonight. This is another example of, you have the 3D characters, and they're animated. Like, they're doing things when they react. So this, like, shuddered and thinks is a little bit on the nose, right? Like, we already know he's fearful. We're kind of restating things we've already said. So you can just have him go like this as a 3D character, and that's enough. You don't need the dialogue. You don't need the words on the page, right? Like, all of much of the focus, I think, would be finding that most efficient way to tell the story. But overall, great work, and we get some essence for it. Okay, bye. I can count on you. Let's do it. Thanks for the map. Off we go. Crystals and essence. Okay, let's do it. Thanks, Floyd. Time for a little shopping. Okay, so we got some shiny stuff. Look at that. Menacing battle axe for the spirit lady. Interesting. Oh, yay, it has a taunt. I like that. I want that. So, yeah. Okay, so I get it, though. I just kind of see where we're going. I think it's really cool. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Yeah. But overall, the gameplay is pretty fun. Some of the UI, I think the issues I had on the gameplay side were UI. Like, I wish I could just mouse over stuff rather than press I randomly. Sometimes you click on it. Sometimes you sometimes you click on it to pull up a thing. Sometimes you press I. The way I inspect things and see these properties is not always consistent. I like the art's really great, and I like the idea of kind of the world. I do think the narrative, because this is such a heavily narrative story, does need some work. I think both in the structure to simplify and trim, and also in the way it's getting delivered, using some of the tools like character movement, like we just talked about, or even just focusing the dialogue less on explaining what's going on and explaining the world, and more on kind of giving us an insight into these characters, because that's the thing we can't get from, pop-ups or tooltips, right? Like, I can look at a tooltip, and I think we almost have too much information about certain things and too little about other. But anyways, thank you so much for sharing this game with me, to the developers. I think you're on a really great track. I'm excited to see how this continues to evolve. Ta-ta for now.